Stephen Charlie, I fucking loves it.
Yeah?
I'll show you a magic trick if you want. We'll find it there.
Here today for Bristol City and Cardiff City. They're not supposed to have turned up, but they have. There's been bursts of trouble all over the city. And basically, we're back in the pub now after the game, enjoying a 1-1 draw.
Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving.
We just go on the piss, don't we? Do you know what I mean? You go on the piss whether we lose as well, so it doesn't really make a lot of difference.
Oh my God. It's here somewhere.
Fucking hell. Who don't have a step? It's only recently, when I was growing up, it was fucking birthdays and Christmas. Now it's whenever you fucking go out.
Ah, here we go.
It's just a normal thing though, at the boys, like, you know what I mean? It's too
It's like speed used to be 30 years ago. Everyone would have a fucking dab, but now everyone has a sniff.
Oh, I show you a little magic trick here now. I use. Oh, I bounced in water, you're right. Alright. Fuck off. Aldo, come closer. Aldo, fuck off. Fuck the .6, straight on the Weetabix.
It was a rich man's thing, yeah, that's what I said. We'd have a bit for our birthday and a bit for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And that'd be a little treat. But now it's so commonplace. Every man and his dog is selling cocaine. You know what I mean? It's an epidemic in the country. The biggest thing is, it used to be a party drug, whereas now people take it all through the day, every fucking day. They have a problem, basically, don't they?
When did you first see cocaine?
Probably when I was about 16, 15, watching Football Factory and Green Street. I wanted to be a hooligan in school. I told my teacher, that's what I want to be. I was brought up around it with my uncles and I thought it was normal. But these days everyone's too scared of fucking going to jail and fucking... It's all this other shit. And back in the day, it was proper.
Do you notice maybe people have sort of maybe more mental health issues?
No, with cocaine, that's... No.
No, why not?
I don't know. It's
Because it's up and down, isn't it?
like going to the pub with a pint, really. And they have a battery, don't they, you know? It's normal.
And is there a downside to it?
No, just get fucking more. Oh yeah, of course. You do feel like, oh, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again. Next Saturday, same shit, Cardiff, fucking lose.
I still think, Cardiff City, old, young, middle-aged, we still, drink a lot, and the culture is, you follow Cardiff City home and away, you're in the pub before the game, you're in the pub after the game with your mates. Yeah, the drug culture's still there, it's everywhere, right? It's everywhere. Like, I'll wake up tomorrow morning, and I'll think, why did I drink last night? But, because of the occasion, because of the atmosphere today, it's a long day, we go from 9 o'clock in the morning till 9, past in the night, is a long day, but you think it's worth it. And you wake up on a Sunday morning, you think maybe it wasn't. But I know there's mates who can't handle the drink, and it's all about, if you're in a group culture, football club, I think, if there's people who can't handle their drink, then you wake up on a Sunday morning and you say, listen, I know you've had too much to drink last night, are you okay? If there's something I've got to say, it's all relates back to mental health.
For myself, I'm recovering from, doing drugs, drinking, gambling. I started drug use from the age of 18. So I would say for the last 7 to 8 years, I've had to overcome this obstacle with cocaine. Drugs are a big factor in football.
The Argentine captain Diego Maradona is to be sent home in disgrace after failing a drugs test.
Because early on in the 90s with the hooliganism, or like you look at films like The Football Factory, I think with like music, the party scene, it just goes one and two together with drugs, you know. A lot of youngsters want to be the next Danny Dyer, you know, or think it's cool, you know, and nobody's got that role model that people need. My old man, he was, well, should I say, he was in the Soul Crew back in the day. So basically the Soul Crew, a renowned football firm. They were featured across on one of the biggest firms that was most respected by England. You've got like the different firms up in England, whatever. So my father was, well, he used to like hang around and do all that sort of stuff. So when my brother was born, he left it all. So me and my brother, we didn't have the best of bring-ups. When I was about 16, 17, I ended up moving into a hostel, and that's when I started getting in with the wrong crowd. And I started taking me out, was the first drug I take when I was about 18. And then slowly over time I got introduced to cocaine, and then over time over that I got into crack cocaine, to the point where I was unrecognizable. People would come on to me thinking I had some serious health problem. I had my nan crying to me, "Please Dan, change your life around for me." I was in loads of debt, owing people money, close to the point where I was getting beaten up because I owed money, or I was selling anything off my feet, like my shoes, my hat. I'd even sell you my hat just to feed my addiction. Well, believe it or not, this actual spot, I've tried to take my life on you. I took a load of medication and tried to commit suicide on this train tracks. In my head at the time I thought these train tracks were working, but then I woke up bloody freezing, thought I was going to have hypothermia. Well, I thought I had hypothermia, and there's been times where I've been here and I've wanted to jump off this bridge because I felt like there was no way out. I felt my life was so bad. And then my partner said to me, "Right, you either turn your life around or me and the baby are gone." So I promised her. So then I thought, you know what, I like Cardiff, you know, I want to go to football. And now I'm trying to make the community come together through my podcast. Welcome to the Central Stand. Tonight we're going live on our first live show called Bluebirds, live from the stands. Do you think Cardiff are going to get relegated, or do you think they're going to stay up this year?
I think they'll stay up.
Yeah, talk about dedication. This man have not slept. He's gone to work, stayed up, most probably won't be going to bed till about God knows. How are you feeling today, mate? All good?
Not confident at all. Nowhere near.
How excited you are for this game today, my friend?
See, I'm looking more forward to the road trip than the game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I find like a lot of people think it's more of a social aspect watching Cardiff at the minute. I've now been, let's say, 6-7 months clean, and I want to talk about like men's mental health. That's a big factor because 90% of cocaine users are undiagnosed mental health conditions, and I think men, importantly, like in the UK, the biggest killer is suicide over men, and most that's down to come downs or debts with drugs, or you know, feeling like you're so alone or whatever. So football, yeah, could be used for them to escape, but on top of that, what they don't really understand is that the football's the escape, not the drugs. So knowing the fact, like I'm around it all the time, I could go to the toilet, I could see someone go, "Oh mate, do you want some cocaine? Do you want some of this?" And like the pressure never goes away. Like it's so easily for me to go, "Yeah, okay, let me have a drink, let me go and gamble, let me sniff a line." So now when I go on the buses, I get like a few youngsters sometimes coming up to me, "Oh Dan, I've been 2 months clean, I've been 3 months clean." And the thing is, like these kids are like 13, 14. If I can change one person's view and think, look, you're worth better than this. You know, it's more to life than just doing that. The mates around you are not your mates. They're just using you for your money or get you into a habit so you can chip in or whatever. It's not worth it. Like, you know what I mean? Life is so precious. And I think from over the last, I'd say 7 years, I've lost 10 people that I've actually grew up with, you know? So like, you know, if I could talk to my friends, you know, and think about like, you know, like every day I think about these people, and it's hard because you gotta think to yourself, like, if they rang me when they were on the come down and speaking to me, like they could possibly be near. Where I'm at now is literally a dream, because I honestly thought that I was 8 a year ago. I thought I would have been dead, you know. So football for me, it's saved my life. It's turned me into someone that I never knew I possibly could be, the person I dreamt to be.
The same old Saturday, we do it all again.
Yeah,
That's me out, guys.
peace out.